age where martial arts cinema seemed to fade into memory, one man stepped forward to carry the torch. He wasn't born in Hong Kong. He didn't grow up in Hollywood. He was just a kid from a small town in England who dreamed of being like his heroes, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jean-Claude Van Damme. But the road wasn't easy. He faced rejection, heartbreak, and a brutal industry that told him he wasn't good enough. Yet against all odds, Scott Adkins fought his way from the shadows of obscurity to become one of the greatest martial arts action stars of our generation. Scott Edward Adkins was born on June 17, 1976, in Sutton Coldfield, England. At just 10 years old, tragedy struck when he was mugged. That day lit a fire inside him, a fire that would define his entire life. He joined a local judo club with his brother. But Scott wasn't satisfied. He wanted more. He discovered taekwondo, the art of high, spinning kicks, and it was love at first sight. By his teenage years, Adkins was obsessed. He trained every day. He studied not just taekwondo, but kickboxing, karate, jiu-jitsu, capoeira, gymnastics, and ninjutsu. While other kids dreamed of football stardom, Scott dreamed of standing on the big screen, fighting like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Jet Li. Scott tried to break into acting in England. He landed small TV parts, EastEnders, Holby City, but nothing stuck. Casting agents told him he was too British, too rough, too unknown. But Scott didn't give up. He scraped money together and flew to Hong Kong, the mecca of martial arts cinema, and it was there that his world changed. He met Jackie Chan's stunt team, the same team behind some of the greatest fight scenes ever filmed. Scott's skills impressed them so much, he was invited to perform alongside Jackie himself in The Medallion and The Accidental Spy. For the first time, Scott Adkins felt like he belonged. 2006, Hollywood had forgotten about martial arts cinema. The golden age of Van Damme and Siegel was long gone. Then came a straight-to-DVD sequel no one expected, Undisputed II, Last Man Standing. The villain was a Russian prison fighter named Yuri Boyka, played by Scott Adkins.
10 minutos más. ¿Está listo? Malditos, fuera de aquí.
With his tattoos, mohawk, and ruthless fighting style, Boyka exploded onto the screen. Audiences couldn't believe what they were seeing in spinning kicks, lightning-fast combos, brutal ground and pound. Suddenly, Scott Adkins wasn't just another stuntman. He was a star. Boyka became an icon, a symbol of raw underground martial arts, and Scott Adkins. He had found his destiny. But fame didn't mean fortune. Hollywood still wasn't calling. Scott was typecast as the villain, the thug, the nameless henchman. He appeared in The Bourne Ultimatum in X-Men Origins, Wolverine as Weapon 11, but he was often hidden behind makeup or masks, his face unknown. Still, Scott fought on. He took roles in Ninja and Ninja, Shadow of a Tear, films where he finally carried the story. He clashed with Jean-Claude Van Damme in Assassination Games and Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning, and slowly, brick by brick, Scott built his own legacy. 2019. Scott Adkins shocked audiences with Avengement. No fancy kicks, no heroic poses, just raw, gritty violence. It was his masterpiece, a story of betrayal, survival, and revenge, told with the authenticity of a man who had fought for every inch of his career. Then came Accident Man, a passion project Scott co-wrote and produced, proof that he wasn't just a fighter, but a creator, and finally, the call he had been waiting for. 2023. John Wick, Chapter 4, Scott Adkins vs. Keanu Reeves, the boy from Sutton Coldfield, now trading blows with the biggest action hero of our time. Scott Adkins is more than just an actor. He is the last torchbearer of a dying art. In a world dominated by CGI and superheroes, Scott keeps martial arts cinema real. Every kick, every punch, every bone-crunching hit comes from decades of discipline, sacrifice, and love for the craft. From a bullied boy in England to the most complete fighter on screen, Scott Adkins' story proves one thing: heroes aren't born, They are made through pain, rejection, and an unbreakable will to fight. And as long as Scott Adkins stands, the spirit of martial arts cinema will never die. This is the story of Scott Adkins, the dreamer, the fighter, the last martial arts hero,